Hello YouTubers, hope everybody had a good Christmas and I hope we have a very good new year. Day after Boxing Day, a gentleman came by bearing gifts. He didn't have a Santa suit on and he wasn't getting pulled along in a sleigh by reindeers. He had a wee white van, but the end result was the same. Ta-da! Some of you may have seen Steve Scott from Tiepie Diagnostics talking about one of these, and if you follow Dan, Diagnostic Dan, you'll know he uses one, and it is a Tiepie scope. Now, I've been toying with the idea whether to buy one of these for the last couple of years, and eventually I bit the bullet. Now this video is really just going to be just an unboxing really. I've been playing about with the scope for a day or two. I've never used a scope like this before. It's always been handheld. I use a scope in the Vantage Pro, but never used a PC based scope before. Originally I was going to do this in the living room, but my wife banished me to the deepest, darkest corners of the house. I'm actually sitting there, I mess about with electronics and build things and just generally mess about. So that's what I am. I'm at my electronics bench. As you can see, there's my power supplies, my soldering iron, ECU I'm trying to have a look at just now. This is my microscope for checking the boards when I'm doing the micro soldering. So I'm actually stuck a wee bit here for space. In fact, if you hold on a minute, I'll try and clear the desk a wee bit, give us more room, because I need to put my laptop up here, so give us a minute. Well, here it is folks, in all its glory. As I said, you've probably seen Steve using one. He's only started using it. The only thing he loves more than a pie is his fish and chips. And you've obviously, if you follow Diagnostic Dan, you'll see he swears by it. So as I say, I'm not going to go too in depth. It's basically what you get in the box, what it is, a couple of things it can do. I'm still experimenting with it. Probably it'll not get its full use off of me for another 6-7 weeks. I did open the box, as I said the other day, just to mess about with really over the holiday period. Tried certain things on my own car. So I'm going to give a couple of things that me personally that I don't like about it, and then tell you what I do like about it. So this is basically what comes in the box, excluding the silicone boot that goes with it. That's extra. Cost, I think it was £23. So you get the scope, you get multiple crocks, you get small, medium and large crocks. The large ones are just really what you get with the snap-on stuff. I thought they were MC crocks, but I'm not really sure, but they certainly look like them. You get your 4 leads. You get 4 and 10 years. You get a USB power lead. Sometimes your USB, especially if it's a USB 2, might not have enough power, so you can power that off another USB, power the scope. You get the lot of identifying rings that you can put on the leads, like I've done here. Just identifies the leads. This little gizmo is for setting up when you make your own probes. I've not really read too much about this yet. Tommy Forrest from Tiepie Solutions, that's who I got the scope from. He said that if I'm ever going to do anything like this, he'll come over. He actually lives quite close to me, and he came over and gave me an initial demo of the tool. You get your power supply, all your different plugs for different countries. But as Kevin Bridges says, there's not a Glasgow plug in here. We need a big 6-pronger. It's a wee joke for anybody who knows who Kevin Bridges is. So I'm going to talk about the scope first, and the things that I don't like about it. It's just minor things. It's not a criticism of the scope really, and it's not a reason not to buy the scope. But the first thing I don't like is the USB cable goes directly into the scope. I prefer USB, and that way if the cable ever gets damaged it can be replaced. Obviously if this gets damaged you'd either have to send it back to Tiepie, or I don't even know where you'd get this. This is a thick cable, it must have a lot of shielding in it, so I don't know where you would get an identical cable other than Tiepie, so it would be getting sent back for that. That's obviously got a downside as well. Anybody that uses pass-throughs, I use the MDI, and they had problems with the USB where you plug into the interface, breaking and wearing out. So it's like a two-edged sword. So it's really just, I'm just being pernickety when I say that. And that's the one thing that I would have changed about it. And the second thing relates to similar, a similar item. It's just the fact that this cable, it's a 1.8 metre cable, whereas if you had a USB socket here, you could either build a custom cable or they come in different lengths, half a metre, because what I was intending to do with this when I initially started looking at, this is the scope this is the computer that I use for my general diagnostics, and what I was thinking was that this could be velcroed and it could just sit up from this handle, so it was like that. I mean, if you take your rubber boot off it would probably slide up to here, and that could make it a permanent scope. Obviously with the cable, I may still do something like that in the future, but with the cable it's tying up the cable and it just gets a bit messy. That's just, as I say, I'm just being pernickety. It's just a wee thing that really personally bugs me, but it's no big deal. This computer was actually quite expensive. This is a Mark III, but originally, when the original Mark 1s came out years ago, they were a dual core processor, 1.1 gigahertz processor, so they weren't really good for diagnostics. You could use them, but they weren't really good. But they've now become available. I looked on eBay last night and I seen one for £200. To say I wouldn't use it for diagnostics, but it would probably run this, so that may be an option where I actually attach it onto the rear, a CFD one, and actually just use it as a dedicated scope. Right, the other thing that never came in the box, you've got to buy this separate. It comes with two different types of software. The software's from a company called GMTO, who's not Tiepie. So Tiepie make the scope. They also give you some software in the case that you can load up to use the scope, but it's not really got presets on it. So if you are buying one of these, I would strongly suggest that you buy one of the softwares from GMTO. It comes with what's called a light, and that's what I got, and it also comes with a Pro. The Pro is vehicle specific. I'll be able to show you a bit of that in a moment. I can't get into it, but it shows you the original start page. Originally I was going to buy the scope on its own and then just try and get used to it, but speaking to Stevie, he was saying no, it's really a difficult scope even for him who's used a Pico for 10 years. He was saying it's a bit difficult to work out the software, and when I spoke to Diagnose Dan, I was speaking to him in chat and he recommended that I get one of the softwares, and I'm really glad that I did. So I'll go through and I'll show you the software. I'm using this, I use this computer for programming because it's got the keyboard, and that was the other thing. I wanted to see how it worked on a touch screen pad. It's not really a pad, but pad-like, I suppose you could say. So I've already loaded the software up. It comes with a Centennial dongle. That was the other thing that was a sort of bugbear. I know due to all the pirated software it was a necessary thing, but you've got the scope tying up one of my USBs. That's my Bluetooth dongle for my MDI, and I'm going to use this for the Centennial dongle for the Atis software, but I also connect to the internet via a dongle. So I've sort of ran out of USB sockets, but again it's just a minor thing. It's no big problem. Plus, if you're using a modern computer, you probably have 4 USB sockets. So I'll fire it up and I'll go through the software a wee bit. I'm not going to really go into detail because I'm still learning what it can do, but to be honest, it'll be months and months and months before I can even say I'm half decent in using it. So this is the software that we have. The multi-channel software is a software that comes in the box, and the Atis software is the software that you effectively buy. I think it's about £120 for that, and about £350 for the Atis Pro. So I'll give you a little demo if it fires up. Still loading the device driver. It does that every time you plug it in. Just get some iron brew. Old iron brew made for Gardner. So this is the screen that comes up. As I say, this is the Atis Lite. You can get the Atis Pro. The thing that's different between the two different softwares is the Atis Pro is brand specific. So you can click on your brand, in my case Opel Vauxhall. That'll come up this screen. You select your model. I'll say pick a Corsa D. Well, it's came up Corsa C. We start a search and it comes up with all the models. Now what happens is that you select your engine code, your model year. We'll just pick one for an example. I've got this on double click. I'll need to put it onto single click. Now it's not allowing me in here because it's the light version I've got. Now if you had the Pro version, it would come up your sensors, your actuators, and essentially what this does is if you click on on an item, in fact I'll go back, I'll come out of that and I'll go into the, sorry, that's the Pro. Give it a wee second. Right, go back into that. Now if I go into the light version, which is just the scope, I was going to fire up a few of my computers, but it's so I could switch back and forward. So essentially, let's see, went too far. Essentially, what you get with that is this. You would get the same thing with the Pro, but when you go in to the software, you can see the sensors coming up, and when you click on a specific one, you can get wiring diagrams. You'll get locations where it doesn't cover every sensor and every actuator or every component in every vehicle or every model make, but what it does is it can show you the actual sensor rather than just a bog standard everyday looking one. It will show you the actual sensor for the car, so that's quite useful. But as I only do one brand, it wasn't worth my while to purchase the Pro version, so I've got the light version. So I'm going to come back out of this just now because there was one thing that I've seen with this scope that I absolutely love, and I've never seen it mentioned on it. I've been through YouTube before I bought this. I was going through YouTube and I was trying to get as much information as possible, but I've never seen anybody post this next feature that I'm going to show you. It's on multi-channel, so we go to multi-channel, just give it a wee second to load. So this is the software that comes in the box. Obviously there's no presets in it, so that's what makes it a bit difficult, especially for a first time user. Steve said he had a wee bit of bother with it as well, and as I say, he's absolutely proficient in scoping, having been a Pico user for many years. But the one thing that I did, I've been playing about with the software and my bars at the top, and just try to just generally find my way about the place because I don't really know. When I was looking at the scope, there's a few ports at the back. This one was for the custom probe setup I was telling you about. This one's for an input for a power supply, and you've got these two. They look like HDMI sockets, but they're actually not. You've got two sockets here, and there's a little fan in here, so this is a vent. But what you can do with these two sockets, I can't remember what they're called, but what you can do with these two sockets, you can actually, if you get another 4-channel scope, you can bring a lead from here to the next scope, and effectively it becomes an 8-channel. But it's all integrated into the one software. It's not like you're running two separate scopes, so that both scopes and all 8 channels would be synced together. So I'm just going to give you a small. It's not in demo mode, but it's not the version that I would use. So I'm really only doing this for illustration purposes. So if we're going to manage instruments, you can see here that it's this scope that's attached. If I go into demo instruments, these are all these can be linked. Well, most of them can be linked. So this is the scope that I'm using here. But if I click that again, as if I'm adding a second scope, and I come out, see if it's, I don't think it, yeah, it actually has done it. So you can see there, it's added another scope onto that. And what that does is effectively adds, if you see, channel 1, channel 1, channel 2, channel 2, channel 3, channel 3. So effectively it's became an 8-channel scope. Now you could run these two scopes being 4-channel each, but being synced to each other, or you could just do away with the second. So the second scope, well, no, the second scope, the second panel that's came up, and this becomes an 8-channel scope, all synced to each other. So if I switch on the channels, see it's here, 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 here. The only problem with it is it gets a bit crowded, so you'd have to use a larger screen. So effectively what you'd have if you had the other one of these was an 8-channel scope. And I know a lot of the guys from America was saying they were talking about 8-channel scopes, how they would like to get an 8-channel scope. So this would certainly be a good cost-effective way. Another scope on its own, I think, is about €900. So for €900, you could, an additional €900, you could make this an 8-channel scope. And all I'm doing here is just dragging down so you can see that it is indeed 8 channels that you're getting. So you could have 8 channels, and there's no limit to this. You can actually add and add and add and add. But obviously, with your bar screen here, I don't know how to make this full screen. I'm still sort of messing about with the software. But that is an absolute cracking feature. Now, will I use it? I don't know if I'd buy another scope, but it's got several good reasons why you could. One, if you require an 8-channel and you do it that way, if one of your scopes becomes faulty, at least you've still got 4 channels to work with. Whereas if you had a dedicated 8-channel and it became faulty, you've no scope. So it's good from that point of view. With myself, the Vauxhalls for 2018, they went to what's called Global B, and most Global B Vauxhall vehicles have got 2 high-speed cans on them now. You've got your normal high speed for your engine and your automatic transmission, whatever, but they've added another high and low can for chassis, for your suspension stuff. So realistically, in the future, your 4 channels may be tied up just to your high speed can, and you may need another channel. So that is certainly a good option. But this is one thing I really like. So this is a layout. This is basically the layout of the software that you get. I'm going to go back into the light version, and as I say, this is the one you've got to purchase. You've got to purchase this, and you need a Centennial dongle. It's that one. Stevie done a good video. As I say, if you go to Simply Diagnostics, I'll put the link in the description. Steve done a video, I think it was yesterday, where he was showing how to identify one of your high speed cans missing, and this is what he went. This is what he's been using. This software. So you just pick petrol. In fact, I'll come out of that. I'm going to go to the canvas. I'll probably do that, and that way, if you look at Steve's, you'll see that. I'll give you a better understanding, because he had it running. Now, tells you about it. It's just additional measuring information. Sometimes you can do it. You can click on it and it will open. I don't know if there's any more information there. Yeah, there is, and you're just scrolling down. This is a wee bit more difficult because I'm using just a touch screen. You can click here for additional information, or here, this is what will bring your scope up. See, I need to sort it so it just does one click. So what you have here is, this is your reference pattern, and these are your 2 channels. So what you can do is, obviously, that's good to go. You hook it up and away it goes. But if you want to keep an eye on the reference, what you can do is switch channel 1 off, switch it back on, switch channel 2 off, switch it back on, and then you can move these independent, and this will stay where it is. So when you're doing CAN bus systems, obviously you can't bring the 2 patterns up the way you can with maybe an airflow meter or something. You can't bring the 2 up and say drag your red channel up to compare that it's the same, because it's bouncing up and down the screen. But it's still good to have your low reference, to have your reference signal there, and look to see whether it's similar. You can switch that off by just clicking there, and away it goes. I mean, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to do some basic scoping with this. I'll probably know about its full use, as I say, for about 6 or 8 weeks until I become a bit proficient with it. I've never ever used one of these scopes before for any length of time. Several of my mates have got Pico scopes, and when there's been a need for one, I've borrowed one from them. I'm generally using my Vantage Pro or a couple of handheld ones for just the basic scoping that I've been doing. Usually CAN signals or my class 2 lines, but generally I've been getting by without the use of one of these scopes. But I'm certainly looking forward to putting this into everyday use. I think it's brilliant. I can't say how good it is compared to a Pico, because as I say, I'm not qualified to talk about a Pico, but this certainly looks good, and it's got me excited. Diagnose Dan told me, he says, mind and go on a course. He says, because there's so much your scope can do. And already I found stuff like the 8 channels, or say it could be 12, 16, how many channels you want, but it's just looking like a really good scope. The leads are 9-foot leads, shielded, which is excellent because I can use them on my, and Steve said this as well, I can use them on my Pico can box. If you see my other video, I was talking about how I couldn't use my leads on the box. I had to cut them because they will not accept shielded leads. So these are good, they can go into the can box. I actually buy a lot of these connections from RS Components. Excuse me. I buy a lot of these from RS Components, and I usually modify most of my stuff so they are shielded. So it comes with 4 of them. Really, it feels, I don't know if it's silicon, feels like silicon, so it'll be, it should be okay if it ever hits a hot manifold. Just really good leads. As I say, I can't compare them with the Pico leads because for the few times that I've used it, I've never really gave it any thought. It's different when you own something. When you own it, you'll look at it a lot more detail, but these leads certainly look good. And when I was using them yesterday, they were good. As I say, the rubber boot comes with a strap, so I'll be using that so I can hook it onto the bonnet catch stay. I've just got a wee mountain iron hook that I'll hook over there and put it onto the stay, so my cables can come down. But as I say, I'll be posting a few videos in the future as I'm going along, and the good thing about it is, because I'm not used to a PC based scope, anybody that watches this video that are the same, that aren't good, you're sort of joining along with me. It's not like as I see some of the other guys that's been using scope for years, they come and say go here, go there, go there, and it's set up. I'm pretty much in the dark, but I'm really excited. It's not a tool to me, it's a toy, and I can't wait to get in to start messing about and reading the manuals. It comes with quite a comprehensive manual. You get the scope manual. It's just about the scope. Talks about safe ground. I'll talk about that in the future on Sure Connect. And then you actually get a software manual. It comes with the software as a PDF. So I've been reading it on one of my other computers, because you can put this in as many computers, the software in as many computers as you want. You just need the Centennial dongle. But quite a comprehensive user manual. So as I say, I'm going to end the video now, but I will be posting other things about this scope and other things. I've got a couple of wee projects coming up. I'm going to be quiet about that now, so it comes as a wee surprise. The guy that supplied it, as I say, was Tommy Fullen, TF Solutions. He's just outside Glasgow. Turns out I actually knew the guy when he showed up. But honest, really honest guy. When I spoke to him about the scope, it was almost like he was trying to talk me out of buying it, but it wasn't. It was just he's wanting to know himself, within himself, that he was selling you a product that you could use, rather than just sell it, be done with it and get the money. He wanted to ensure that it's what I wanted and what I needed. And as I say, he was helpful enough to come over and give me a small demo. Sells other things on his website. Again, I'll put a link to his details in the descriptions. So I hope that the coming weeks is good for you when you get back to work. A wee thanks, a wee shout out to Steve Scott, Simply Diagnostics, because I spoke to him on the phone about this and about the software, and also to Diagnose Dan. A big thanks to both of them for helping advise me on the options of the software to buy. And who knows, if this becomes more popular, perhaps maybe a groupies could go and see Dan, because Dan's a man, and he could maybe give us a small course on it, because Dan's an expert in using this. He knows what it can do and what it can't, and there's so many hidden things that I've been finding, and I'm really looking forward to this scope. So that's about it until I see you the next time. So just Remember, if you like the video, just click like. If you don't like it, then be constructive. Tell me why you don't like it, and I'll try and answer any of the questions. And subscribe if you like, would help as well. So that's all for now, folks. See you next time.